the middle of the week. I was supposed to film an intro for this week Cozy and Chaos episode, thinking that I would like to stop or thinking that I would like to somehow combat the reading slump that I'm feeling right now. I am in the middle of a couple of books and I wanted to at least finish one or two of them this week. However, when it comes to having a slump in your hobbies, I am also quite productive in my adulting life. There are a lot of stuff happening this week, and this week actually I am going back to work. I'm back working. It is lunch break as of the moment on a Thursday, so I'm making this fast. But I do want to share a couple of things here, specifically my free journals. The first one here being my reading journal, and I just want to show how sad this reading journal looks as of the moment, because for the month of July, I only have this as my entry, and then I am listening to the audiobook of Game of Thrones as of the moment. I am at around 70-ish%, chapter 63, I guess. I fell asleep to last night, and I did not realize that the Game of Thrones, the whole HBO series, the first book is just super small part of that, and I did not realize that. So I guess the whole series is also the whole series of the HBO series, live action, and so far there are a lot of moments that were not part of the live action, which I appreciate. This is why I appreciate reading the books that are getting adapted to live action, so that you can see the differences when it comes to what the director included or not in a particular book series, and that is what I wanted to do in this case. However, it's super long. Today is the 18th, and I'm already 15 days with this book, audiobook, and I haven't really been reading or listening or reading or whatever recently, and this is my reading tracker for the month of July. And as you can see, for the month of June, I believe I only did not attempt to read a book for one day, which is the 7th of June. However, in July, I've already missed 4 days, or 5 days rather, I cannot count. But it's I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the slump, especially after the 6-star book that I have for my latest project, 6-star, which by the way, I don't think is doing well when it comes to viewerships. So I'm probably going to discontinue project 6-star, not only because it takes so much time to film and not a lot of people seem to enjoy it, but also I have found 2 6-stars in the second video, spoiler alert. But yeah, I think I'm going to discontinue that series, because I don't really have that lot of time anyway to film it, which is kind of a bummer. It was a good idea while it lasted, but in any case, my reading journal has been quite sad for the month of July, and it's already the middle of it. As for my weekly, daily thing going on here, I'm starting to using the light blue color that I did for last week, which is this one. I did not put anything in here. I did not feel anything, I did not feel I wanted to put anything in here, so I decided to just leave it blank. Maybe add a sticker there if I find a big enough sticker to cover the blank space, but I don't really care that much, so we're going to leave it as that. And this is what the current week looks like so far, and it's super cute. I did add a bunch of the zodiac stickers that I have left for my sticker flakes. I did have a stash update video that came out this week, or was it last week? I cannot really recall, but I have already up, and these are some of the remaining sticker flakes that I have left. I decided to just use them all, even though it's not the correct month to be placing these zodiacs in. So I did track this time the weather, a little doodle of weather, because it has been fluctuating from cloudy to super hot to a thunderstorm in the evening, so I decided to do that. Yesterday was a super thunderstorm, Wednesday, and there were not much people actually in the store because of the storm. Who will go out of their house to buy something when it's storming outside? So we don't have that much customers yesterday, so I decided to frog a bunch of my cat pouches that I did last year. I made a bunch of AirPod holder charms for your bags, crochet charms, and all but one sold throughout the months that it has been in the store. So I think that either people did not find it useful did not find it cute enough, or like it was super expensive, even though I did mark it down so much already that I did not like account for labor anymore. Like they only paid for the materials for the stuff, and they still find it expensive. So I decided to just frog those and made more scrunchies. I will put a picture of all of the scrunchies that I did in the store, because I forgot to film like the process while I was making them, but I made like 5 of them on this day, and I still have a few that I need to finish today if I am not busy. It's a restock day, so I'm kind of busy today, so that's why I'm in a bit of a rush. And other than that, AFK Journey, I have a new game, I guess, that I'm playing, which is also gacha, but also like idle gameplay, idle farming, so it's fine. I just leave it to the side, and I am enjoying it so far. It was my brother who started playing this game, and I started to join in, and there are a lot of updates actually for games. Genshin 4.8 is happening. I was thinking that I was going to pull for Emily, which is the new Dendro character for Fontaine, but after the release of the Natlan characters, I believe that I'm going to be pulling for the Pyro Archon, because Himiko XP, I really love her design. She's super cool, and majority of the people that I know actually does not like the new Natlan characters because the art style looks so much like Pokemon. And I, as a Pokemon player, appreciate the art style because I really like it. So I'm excited actually for Natlan's release. As of the moment, I'm not really playing Genshin that much, other than for dailies. And then also the 2 Cookie Run games have updates, like the Cookie Run Kingdom and also Tower of Adventure. So there are a lot of updates coming up. And also like the Tears of Themis anniversary is ongoing, so it's like there are too many games in my phone that I could not play because I'm working. So I prioritize working, and then whatever at the end of the day I could play, I will play. So basically that's it. And so far, I guess that is what I'm doing. And I did order a generic looking fountain pen online, but I guess I'm going to talk about that next time once it comes up in the mail, because I will not like praise it before it even arrives here to try it out. But so far, those are the things that happened this week. And also, because of like the slump that I'm feeling, I am going to show this one. This is like my supposed personal anime summerween situation. I list down all of like the supernatural, psychological horror, gore related anime that I would want to watch for the month of July, other than the ones that we have picked out. I actually picked out some right here for the month of July, like a to watch list that I picked out on camera. And some of these actually I did repeat here so that it still worked and I still am knocking out stuff in my to watch list. However, I am feeling so much of a slump. Like last night I was thinking of watching Hellsing maybe, or like continue Blade of the Immortal, but I just did not feel like it. As you can see here, there are like zeros. Zeros means DNF. I did not, like, I tend to not DNF anime. I noticed when, like, even though it's like horrible, that I would like probably give it a 1 star out of 10, I still continue watching it. But this time I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to DNF stuff. Life is too short to keep on watching crappy shows and books that I'm not interested in. So I am DNFing more stuff this time around. And also, this is already a spoiler, but I have prepared my August pages actually off camera, but as you could see, or as you could tell as I am showing these things to you, that I am not satisfied with the stuff that I did. Like, I'm going to just show you the cover because there are spoilers in here. For my setup for the month of August, I will still find, like, I'm finding time to like film my August setup, but I was thinking that I will just do the setup off camera and then explain to you guys what is happening. However, I am not satisfied with this, so I'm probably going to like do a setup again using these as like the base and then make it a video, something like that. So yeah, that is the update so far for the week. I will update you guys if ever I end up finishing any of the books that I am reading as of the week. Like, my ongoing list happens to be Game of Thrones, All That Lives. I will put a list and the author names on the screen right here for you guys. Game of Thrones, All That Lives, Someone You Can Build a Nest In. I guess I did have like the Trials of Apollo, book 2, Dark Prophecy, And I also started 1,000 Pieces of You, which is a reread supposedly. I did make a video of it. I think this video is gonna come out before the Cozy and Chaos episode. So I do have like 100 pages read with me situation for that. But I wanted to like reread it because I am planning on reading book 2, which I own but I have not read. And then there is a third book to it. So it's a YA sci-fi romance situation, like parallel universes. And I was interested in it when I was younger. However, I don't know why I fell off the whole genre or like the whole book in general. So I'm trying to like read books that are nostalgic or like from my childhood that I did not finish, or finishing series from my childhood. And so that is like the first of it. So yeah, that is the update so far this week. I will update you next time.
やあ、というわけでクラスアサシン遠征だ。ところで黙っていれば色男って褒め言葉なのかねあれ。
キャスターアスクレピオスだ。診察を始めよう。何？どこも悪くない。だったら早く患者を連れてこい。患者の前にいない医者ほど無意味なものはないぞ。
お初にお目にかかります。節操神名を芦屋道満と申す奉仕にて陰陽師。クラスはアルターエゴ。はてアルターエゴキャスターではなく、さて奇妙なこともあったものですね。ともあれ以後よろしくお願いいたします。マスター。
やあ、私はレディー・アバロン。もちろん真実の名前だとも。楽園の方から来たただの花の魔術師さ。せっかくの機会だから君たちの旅路を少しだけ見守らせてもらおうかな。これからどうかよろしく、マスター。
Hello there, I am back for another part of this video. I've been staring at this actually for a bit while I was preparing, but I realized like this is really so bad that these are coming off, so I'm going to like replace some of the numbers and letters that are in my cover because this is so sad. But yeah, I'm distracted early on. But anyway, welcome to another sit down video portion of Cozy and Chaos for the week's vlog. I am like filming this early because it is Saturday, and I know that today, like this afternoon and tomorrow, I am going to be pretty busy. So I am filming this early so that I can edit it out and schedule it for Monday. So it is Saturday today, and I got a few little bits and pieces here that I would like to share with you. I have been really enjoying like my Kinbor notebook in the A6 recently, so I just wanted to show it off, give you a little bit of a flip through, even though I'm going to still flip through this on my July in my notebooks video at the end of the month. However, I'm just really loving how this is looking. I did have like a sort of pen test here of my Lamy Crystal Peridot Green ink that my dad got me. That's why this part is like green, like this stays green, and the rest is still like my blue black ink from Parker. And I am waiting on actually a package of like this knockoff sort of situation, like fountain pen, which was super a steal during the sale recently. So I'm still waiting on that. It's an overseas carrier, so I had to wait on it. And yeah, I am planning on putting my Lamy ink in that one and continue using the blue black Parker ink in my Parker fountain pen so that it won't, or like I won't get mixed up, because writing with a glass dip pen for like your fountain pen, when I write like pretty long entries, dipping it back into the ink pot really makes it like inconsistent with like your thickness of the ink. Like you can see when I start like dipping it back into the inkwell because the ink ran out, so I don't really like how that looked. And also when you are writing, it feels like your train of thought like cuts off because you have to like stop for a moment to dip it back into the ink bottle. So I'm pretty much enjoying this. Like I haven't been journaling, like daily journaling, for quite a bit in the past few months. I stopped. I re-attempted to do it a couple of times throughout the months. However, I just didn't feel like wanting to do it in like a previous like a subject notebook that I had, like a coil bound or ring bound subject notebook. And when I transferred to the Kinbor, I feel like I've been writing in this like almost every day. And then I noticed that like my dreams, I get to remember them quite detailed, like more and more when I actively know that I am writing morning pages and dream journaling during the day. So I've been enjoying this. I am keeping up with it, and I'm super happy that I am. This is quite a pricey notebook for a notebook, to be perfectly honest, but it holds up fountain pen quite well, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm not going to lie, I have been like preparing for this video for quite some time before like filming, setting the table up, like getting my materials out, and I have not heard the construction that is outside. But when I like sat down to start recording, it just happens. So this is like my curse every time I film this. Like I don't know why, but it's like all throughout the year there is like one neighbor who was doing construction. So in any case, I'm going to flip you guys over to the current week. I've already shown this on the update earlier in the week, and it's super blue. I just used like, this is a knockoff vintage pen that I got online on Shopee, and I just keep on refilling it with the light or sky blue ink refill. And I did not notice this, that maybe a droplet of water, because I do keep like a water bottle beside my desk. Maybe while I was taking it or like drinking, it kind of warped the paper a bit there. That's why there's a little bit of a yellow peeking through, but that's fine. I really enjoyed looking at how, like, even though it is like one color, it looks quite colorful for me, and I enjoy looking at this. It's like calming, and also this week has really been like thunderstorming. It's like bright today. That's why I was able to like sit down to film, because there's no storm ambience that will interrupt my train of thought, and I really enjoy this. It fits with the theme that I chose to color blue for this week. And I think I stopped at Thursday with making all of my scrunchies and coin purse or pouches or dice pouch. They are supposed to be dice pouches, but I decided to make it into like market it as coin pouch, because I am not selling it at a merch or convention situation, and I'm just putting it out in the front of our store, so I just market it as a coin pouch. And yeah, I've been making like a bunch of like single scrunchies, like single layer scrunchies, and I have been enjoying it. I've frogged a bunch of like my cat pouches, the AirPod holder, and I'm kind of sad about it, but it is what it is. It's like sitting there sleeping on the counters, and I decided to use the yarn that I made from them into something else that could possibly sell and not sleep for a couple of months. So I decided to just do that rather than keeping stock and like letting it sleep there for years and years. So yeah, I also had I don't know if I already said this, that I had insomnia for Friday morning. I wasn't able to sleep, so I shouldn't just had listened to an audiobook. Like I'm working on or going through a Game of Thrones audiobook this week, and I finally finished it yesterday, and I forgot how much I hated Sansa in the series, like in the beginning of the series, in the HBO live action. In the books, I hated her more. And it's such a long book, and I don't know if I'm going to pick up the next one, because I am still quite interested in knowing what the difference between the book series and the HBO series after I watch it. I watched it years ago, and I wanted to see what the difference between the books and the live action were. And there are some instances that got cut from the live action because of course airtime, budget, directing, whatever. They only wanted to put in the important stuff, and it's interesting to see the differences or those moments that got cut in the live action. But still, it was a struggle to get through, and I feel multiple times I don't want to pick up any book at all. And finally, I have finished it yesterday. I actually gave it a 3 out of 5 because I hated most of the characters. I'm sorry, but the writing style is okay. There's a lot of stuff there that I don't really like reading about, very sexual instances. Of course, it's high fantasy. I know I've watched the series, so I know those things exist, but it's just not something that I enjoy consuming on a regular basis or when I'm reading. So a bit lower than the average. A lot of people give this a 5-star. I know it's a popular book, but it's just not for me. And then yesterday, or the Thursday rather, I did happen to pull for Ashia Doman. He is the character, the alter ego, alter ego character that I have been trying my best to pull every time his banner comes out in Fate Grand Order, and never got it, or got him rather. But luckily this time I only had 2 multis and 10 tickets. So my friend Abby, who also plays with me, said that whoever gets their target first, mine being Doman and hers being Skaha Skadi Summer, whoever gets their target first will pull for Lady Avalon, which is the female Merlin. And somehow, getting the 2 multis of Doman, I decided to just pull directly for Lady Avalon. I have 10 tickets. That's 10 plus 1 chances for getting Lady Avalon early. I wasn't hoping for it. I was just pulling for fun. And then suddenly I got her at the 3rd ticket, which is kind of very on brand when it comes to me pulling for characters in Fate Grand Order because I believe I also got my very first 5-star Gilgamesh and the 3rd ticket as well. So it was quite a ride. It was fun. I now have to like continuously farm for these characters because I don't have materials for them. And also yesterday, Friday, I'm saying that I am busy because I have not finished with like listing down like discrepancies with receipts when it comes to like something that I am not going to talk too much about because this is the internet. But let's just say my aunt was paying for something, we had receipts, and what reflected on her records, there are a lot of discrepancies, and so I am painstakingly writing each and every receipt number, date of payment, the payment amount, the amount that was posted on the internet or like the website that we are tracking it in, because we did not track this. Like, it has been a while because of course we didn't think to track it because it's only recently did they do like this online website situation, and so we registered for an online account, and we see the payment history is not in line with the ones that we paid like over the counter with our receipts. So this is like the struggle when it comes to not tracking from the very beginning, because I believe that they started like this situation, blank, they started like this online tracking situation like back in 2019, I believe, or something. And so when my aunt got around to doing this online situation, because it now is required, we saw that there are a lot of like missing payments, discrepancies, 5 years worth of payments not accredited to her account. And so I have been doing like the first few decades, the more recent decades, I mean, like from 2024 receipts to the year 2000, and I'm finished with those. So now today, after I edit this video, I'm going to do the years 1999 down to 1981 when she started the payment. So I'm basically looking through and rummaging files from the years before I was even born, or like even my brother was born. So like, this is stressful. It is very stressful to do. So I haven't slept like the day before. That's why I'm like doing this slowly, because if I make a mistake when it comes to like tracking the OR, the receipt number, I might make a mistake. So I don't want to make a mistake. That's why I need good sleep, good food, and finish everything that I needed to do before tackling the amount of papers that I need to go through. So yeah, that's why I'm filming this thing early, and that's why this is like blank, because I need to do stuff after this and list them down. And yeah, so we're going to proceed to making our weekly page in our memory keeping binder. I'm going to put this to the side as reference. Last week, this is really peeling off. Last week we did the box situation, like this one. I'm going to do some sort of a similar thing, because I only have like this much left when it comes to my double-sided tape. So I can't really do big collages. So I'm going to do my squares again. But I have a new idea that I don't know why I'm doing this, but I still have a bunch, and my center focus piece is going to be Chongi in here. I know this is like snowing, it never snows in the Philippines, so I'm going to use this to indicate the very cold, thunderstormy week that we had. That's why I pulled that image out. This week has been like the Genshin Impact update, and it is like another like very summary. I'm kind of sad actually that this year's like 4.8 like island does not have Klee in it, but then again they really need to like mix it up in order for people to like come back. And this time it is Nilo with Kirara, and then I also saw like a little bit of an image of Wanderer in their promo image, so I'm like hoping that Wanderer is there. And I just started like today, or like yesterday rather, last night I did start like the island, and it was like a very cutesy origami paper island, and it's kind of fun actually, so I'm quite into that. And so I'm going to choose everything in here that is like gray and blue, and with a little hint of like maybe yellow or gold papers, and I'm going to collage a bit in here. or like rather do like a puzzly thing, and I'm going to leave you to the music because I really need to turn on my electric fan because it's quite hot. It's quite hot now that it is not raining. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come back once I finish with the whole page. And so this is the spread. I accidentally cut up a bit too much at the bottom here. That's why you could see that the paper on the next page is peeking out. But I actually enjoyed this more than this last week because this is like a bit more chaotic than this one. I actually enjoyed it. I gave myself a lot of space to write all of the stuff that I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to use like the brackets or like whatever these are called in the sticker pack that I have as cat ears, but I don't think that translated all too well. I should have just put this like written this in the right way rather than doing it this way. So we're going to like deal with that next time. I don't really mind. I have like a bunch of space here as well to write down more stuff. And yeah, I use the border situation here from the sticker pack that I made into like frames in order to like have space for each different thing, categorize them or separate them. And this is quite fun. I really enjoyed this, and I hope you did as well. So that is it for me for this week. If I have anything left to update you guys or show you about tomorrow, I will include it at the end of this video. But if there's nothing else, then this is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, guys, take care and